Hello again, this is Chico. I'm Sissoko, or Innovation Man. Today we are in IBM's Innovation Center in Cambridge. As you can see behind me, this is one of the data centers for cloud computing. They've got one of the best material in the world. I don't know much about that technology, but it's good to have the chance to be in this ecosystem. So in the past video we talked about different topics, but today one thing that I'm very passionate about is passion, and that's what we're going to talk about today. Following your passion, finding your passion, and how to get to a point where you live a life where every day you do the things that you really want to do, and that in the long run you're going towards the person that you want to become, instead of the person that your family expects you to be, or the one that your friends want you to be, or the one that your society wants to program you to become. So I'm born from a family where my father is a doctor, he's a surgeon. He is one of the best in his field. So when I was growing up, and because we also look alike, he envisioned me to become the next generation of doctors in his family. So my dad wanted me to become a doctor like him. And my mom, who was a lawyer, and also a businesswoman, but she always wanted me to be either a pilot or an entrepreneur. She just wanted, like, she saw me doing these the very open, extreme things, but she was more flexible. So she was more as of you're a champion, I encourage you, whatever you do, good luck to you. But my father, it was really something that he had in his heart, that he wanted me to be a doctor like him. So I grew up with the idea that I was going to become the second doctor after my father. I was going to work with him in his clinic. I was going to learn from him. I was going to go to med school, and after med school I was going to come back, specialize in surgery, and then take over the clinic, so that there's a second generation to continue. So I believed in this dream of his until I was in high school. So I finished high school and I went to university. I enrolled in med school in Guinea. So I started med school my first year. I was with some friends there, but already in high school I had problems in school because I was sleeping all the time. Every time I would come to school, I don't know why, but if it wasn't a topic that I wasn't very interested in, if it wasn't like a subject that I was really passionate about, I would just fall asleep. And the teachers were very annoyed because they were like, doesn't he sleep at home? We're going to ask your parents if you ever sleep at home, because you seem like someone who doesn't sleep at night. But I didn't understand until later that if you're not passionate about something, if you're not motivated to do something, you get bored. And so whatever is boring you is a first sign to know that this I am not passionate about, because while I'm doing it, I'm bored. There's other things that even you're bored, you have to do to get to where you're passionate about. That's where discipline, self-discipline, finishing whatever you start. It's never easy. Sometimes there is boredom, but boredom and tiredness is also different. But what I would say is, if you're doing something on a day-to-day level, and every single day while doing it you feel bored, know that that is something that you're not passionate about. So that's the first thing to know. But when I finished high school, one of the things I was telling myself that I wouldn't have to do anymore was chemistry. Even though I was very good in school in chemistry, but I personally didn't want to do chemistry anymore. So I went to med school, and I was surprised to find biochemistry. So I'm like, biochemistry? How can I run away from chemistry in high school and then come and find it again in medicine? But that wasn't the only thing about medicine that was different for me. It was the whole idea that you need to study for like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years. So you spend most of your time studying all these different topics, anatomy, physiology, etc. But in the first year when I was in Guinea, I was still motivated because I felt like I had something to do for my father. I had to make sure that what he expected of me was what I had to do. At the end of my first year, even though I was sleeping also in med school, I would go to class, already there were too many students for the faculty, which is a problem of the education system in some countries in Africa. But the fact that I wasn't also motivated to be there, I would be sleeping in class as well. So maybe it was a habit that I taught myself from high school, and then when I got to university the first year, it continued. Or maybe it was just that I wasn't passionate about it. But then what happened was, I got a scholarship to go to Czech Republic, and once I got there, I was again in med school. And this time, I really found out that it wasn't my passion, that it wasn't something I was very interested about, it wasn't something that I was motivated to do, because I had some friends who, they were passionate about medicine, and when I would see them spend 3-4 days reading these large books and enjoying it, laughing about it, talking about it, and just, envisioning themselves using these tools to make something happen in their lives, I was blown away. I was like, oh yeah, this is what passion means. This is what it means to love something. This is what it means to be engaged in doing something that you really want to fulfill your life with. So after a year there also, I realized that this wasn't working for me, so I decided to stop. And once I decided to stop, what did I do? I was passionate about people. I was passionate about helping people, helping them develop, helping them learn about themselves, motivating them to become the best that they can be. Today, as you can see, I'm here. I didn't know much about technology, but now I'm learning a lot about technology because I'm becoming passionate about technology. Now I love technology. Technology is something that I feel if it's integrated in different sectors like agriculture, health, we can solve lots of major problems. So to be able to have a major impact, you need to use all the tools that you have around you. And one of those tools for me is social impact with technology, so social technological impact. But the lesson that I learned once I stopped med school and I dropped out of med school was that whatever you do in life, if you're doing it for someone else, if you keep on doing it, at some point you're going to hurt yourself. And if you hurt yourself while doing something for someone else, they're not going to be the one who's going to pay for it. You're the one who's going to pay for it. You have to make a commitment to yourself. You have to be committed to the fact that you are living your life for yourself, and you want to achieve your goals, and you want to make something happen for yourself. Once I dropped out of med school, my father, he cut contact with me. He was so angry and so disappointed that I would even say he banned me from his family. But I didn't give in. I didn't give in to that. I didn't give up. I continued pursuing my dreams and my thoughts of becoming a motivational speaker, becoming someone who's going to engage people, becoming someone who's going to change the way life is perceived from the lowest point to the highest point. For me, anyone can become anything. So I said, if my father doesn't support me, I have to support myself. I have to find a way to engage myself to continue pursuing my dreams and being able to make things happen. And today, being here, having this opportunity as an intern of the YALI program with IBM is just the beginning. Five years ago, if in 2007 I had decided to continue doing medicine because my father wanted, I wouldn't be here today. So that's a long story short. It's just to tell you that whatever you do in life, do what you love, do what you're passionate about, and don't give up, don't give in. However hard it's going to be, know that at some point you're going to get to where you want to be. And for you to get there, you really have to follow what you want. So the lesson for today is follow your passion. Wherever it leads you, follow it. And don't give up, don't give in. Believe in yourself. Know that what you believe in is what is good for you. Have fun. Have a great day.